Next to Ibrox, Rangers having their own Edinburgh festival of sorts. Last week, Hibs, the visitors. That ended in a 3-2 defeat for Pedro Caixinha's side. This week, Hearts rolled into Glasgow. Interim head coach John Daly still in charge.
A rescinded red card means Ryan Jack can play for Rangers, so just the one change to the team beaten here by Hibs. Lee Wallace back in, Lee Hodson on the bench. Ismael Gonçalves is another who's sending off last time out, has been cancelled. He's in his usual place. The one change sees Jamie Walker start and Rafa Grzilac drop out. That's Wallace for Windass. Neat spin and picks out Dorrans. Triangle of passes and Wallace with the cutback from Miller. Great challenge, Christophe Berra. The Hearts captain in the right place at the right time after a good build-up from Rangers. Carved out that chance from Miller. Arnaud Ismael Gonçalves. Stepping forward, John Suter. Great strike. So close to the opener. Now Kyle Lafferty. And Wes Foderingham was stretching to get to that. Not happy with his defence. Not much he could have done about this one. A sweet strike from Suter. Then the follow-up from Lafferty. Graham Dorrans looking to pull the strings from the central area. That's a great pass down the middle for Josh Windass, who looks like he's been hurt. But it's a goal-saving challenge this from Suter. Impressive at one end of the pitch, then at the other. Daniel Candeias with the corner kick. Free header for Alves. Off the line from Michael Smith. Back from Alves. And Hearts can now get this clear. Well, crept in almost unnoticed, Bruno Alves. Smith to the rescue. Here goes Dorrans. Wallace. Kenny Miller! Great save, Jack Hamilton. Reached out to left boot, the Hearts goalkeeper, and he keeps the scoreline at 0-0. Dorrans twisting away from the challenge of Walker, then June. Through for Morelos. Threaded for Tavernier. No takers in the middle. Windass. Pressure from Rangers, but still no breakthrough. Lovely pass this from Morelos. And Tavernier sending out the invitation. Lovely ball from Dorrans. It's Wallace, but the flag has gone up before Morelos puts the ball in the back of the net. Well, Windass made a run, certainly. He didn't receive the ball, and one presumes it was Wallace who was flagged offside. That's Suter. Jamie Brandon, that's a dangerous ball into the middle. Candeias. Then Cruncher. Comfortable save in the end for Jack Hamilton. And that will be music to the ears of Brandon, who set this up for Rangers. Kenny Miller. Alfredo Morelos. And again, the 21-year-old Colombian. Neat feet. And a chance to create something here. Don Cowie might have got a touch. Ryan Hardy waiting in the middle. It was certainly a great ball in. Flicked on by Berra. Collected by Foderingham, who immediately fires it towards Candeias. Lovely touch to get himself away from Boisben, and a tempting ball in the middle. Chance for Hardy. After a mistake by Novak, unable to cut out the cross, and all he did was set this up for Hardy to have the crack at goal. Novak it was who made the block. John Daly still in the dark about his future. It's Bruno Alves, and it's Morelos, and he's denied. And it was Grishilak who headed this out of harm's way for Hearts. Don Cowie with the free kick, looks promising, and it was Kyle Lafferty sneaking in at the back post. And he'll be disappointed that he didn't do so with a little bit more conviction. Tavernier. Almost over at Ibrox. It is now 0-0. And there's some booing from the Rangers fans. It's just 4 points from their first 3 league games.
2 home matches for Rangers, Stephen. 0 wins. How worried should Rangers fans be?
Well, to take 1 point from back-to-back home games isn't good enough. They now sit 5 points behind Celtic, Aberdeen and St Johnstone. Caixinha's record since he arrived at the club in 8 home games is he's won 3. That's a concern.
Yeah. Michael, Rangers had a lot to play in this match. Where did they fail in terms of making a breakthrough?
Well, I mean, they came up against a defence that were, compact, difficult to break down, and to try and do that, you've got to use the width at the top end of the park. And you've seen some of these clips. Here's Graham Dorrans highlighted. The ball's got to go back to him, and Candeas has got to spread it, pull the full back out, and look at the gaps that open up in the defence. If he doesn't go, Kyle Lafferty does it, and then you've got space for James Tavernier to go and attack. They don't do that. They try to play through the middle. It breaks down, and everything is in front of the Hearts defence. Here's another example of trying to play things through the tight middle. Tranchia recognises he needs to go wide. Dorrans is on the ball again. Kenny Miller, offer the width out there. Pull the full back out. Find the gap that you can play down. Or, there's Lee Wallace. He's got to go up and play high on the line of the back, the defence from Hearts. They don't, and again, they're passing the ball around, but look, everybody from Hearts behind the ball's in front of them. They can shuffle across, and it's very easy. And when they do eventually try to get through the gap, look at the amount of bodies that Hearts have got there. They can't find that gap. Here's an example of where they almost did it. One pass into the middle, Lee Wallace fires it out. You've got Windass high and wide on the other side. It stretches the back line. Look at the gap there. Then Graham Dorrans recognises that. He gets him behind. They can't get through. He brings it back out. Again, they've stretched that back line for Hearts. There's a gap. Lee Wallace recognises that, tries to break through, and eventually another gap. And Kenny Miller would score here if it wasn't for a wonderful bit of defending from Christophe Berra. And again, the other thing you need is players that are willing to go and drive at the defence and commit players. Ryan Jack does that, and there's a ball in behind. One of the few times where Hearts defenders are facing their goals. But the thing for Rangers is they don't stretch the opponents enough, and they don't play up on the last shoulder of the defender enough, and it means that defences have got a lot of the balls in front of them, and it's easier to defend.
There is an undeniable irony, isn't there, that Rangers failed to score, and yet these players, which we're about to see, who've left Rangers, are banging them in, Stephen. It seems. The stats don't lie.
It's such ironic, isn't it? I doubt many folk would have thought Joe Garner, in his time up here, impressed that much. O'Halloran, obviously, we've spoken about on a number of occasions. I'm not too sure. I think it says that they're happier away from Rangers. They obviously weren't getting the best out of them at Rangers. Caixinha's had a big turnaround of players, a massive turnaround, 9 players. He's trying to integrate them.
Do you see enough positive signs?
I'm not sure that in forward areas, and especially in wide areas, they've recruited well enough. I would have kept Barry Mackay in that wide area. They don't really have a left winger, and in the right wing, I'm not 100% sold on Candeas yet.
If you look at that front 4 from Rangers that started there, Candeas, Morales, Kenny Miller and Windass on the other side, and you compare it with Aberdeen's front 4, you'd rather have Aberdeen's front 4. They would cause you more problems and you'd be more concerned as an opponent.
In terms of Hearts, will John Daly get the job on a full-time basis, Michael?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a really big question. As a result of Ibrox getting a 0-0 going to be the defining factor in him getting the job?
I think the players would be keen for him to get the job. I think he's put forward a good case.
Has he done enough?
They look organised. They're very hard working. They're obviously working hard for him. I guess we'll find out this week.
I think there's a bigger picture here at Hearts. Are they going to be happy with a John Daly, or are they looking for a bigger name? And getting a 0-0 at Ibrox is fair enough, but when you're playing at home at Tynecastle, you want to see an attacking style of football, and I'm not sure that there will be enough of that.